What's good, guys? Welcome back. It's your boy Stu, man. I know when I first started the prep series, New Levels, we went about like 2-3 episodes strong, and then I just ducked off. I just said bump it and just ducked off. I mean, man, reason for that, man, I'm just gonna tell y'all, like, I just basically got my bag, you feel me? Like, not trying to be no cocky or nothing like that, but when it came to prep, I really just tuned in and just try to give it my all through prep. So I knew like the type of energy that I was on, I wasn't gonna be able to like film and still go as hard as I could. Basically because, one, like I said, I didn't know who was gonna be there to help me record, or two, I had numbers that that are heavier than I ever had lifting. So basically I was just dialed in on everything, but because of that, I got to give you guys the recap of the meet. I had the meet, what's today, Monday? I had the meet 2 days ago. I had it Saturday. I just want to go over all 9 lifts. So basically we had our meet. It was in Bristol, Virginia, pretty much with the IPA, International Powerlifting Association, I believe. And it was a really, really good meet. And I would say this is my 10th meet. This was made my 10th meet. And I would say the experience from the last 9 really showed, because I pretty much kept my composure through everything. I pretty much kept my mind right, and I just took over the situation. Usually, you have people that are in competitions, they rush things, or they overthink things, or they don't pick the right numbers, or they don't go how everything's feeling. But I was able to do that, and like my guy Big Mike says, my pretty much my mentor, what he says is the stars on meet day, just make sure the stars are aligned, and you'll hit something crazy. And that's what we did, because we went 8 for 9. I'm gonna go through everything, but I guess the overview, we went 8 for 9. We had a 1503, 1504 total. Now let me tell you, my total in January was 1374. Fast forward to now, it is a 150204. That's like over 100-pound total increase right there. It's crazy, it's crazy. Yes, I competed at 90 kg, but I only weighed in at like 192, 193. You know what I'm saying? I ain't weigh in at like 198, 197. No, it was like a low 90 I competed in. So I mean, I'm just proud of that, man. And then squat, I finally hit the 600 breakthrough. I smashed 601. I honestly think that I had more in the tank to hit maybe a 610, maybe. I didn't want to push my luck, because my coach, we started out with 518, and as I talk, I would try to put the videos in. Hold on, I'm turning here. I'm trying to do this while I'm driving, because my kids and stuff like that, man. I'm gonna try to put the videos in like right here. But yeah, we had 518 first. Now my thoughts coming in with 518, that's actually the highest I've opened up with. Usually I open up with like 501, 507, usually about 501, because I don't know how it's gonna go. But man, prep has been going crazy, especially in squats, man. And it's crazy to think 2 years ago, 518, hell, I struggled with that on I struggled with that in a comp. Like, I grinded for that. But what I'm saying, it's great to open up with that. So we opened up with 518, and then hopefully, I'm gonna try to pin this in here right, but in the video right here, it shot up. My man Daquan filming, we only got a side angle on that one, but as you see, it's shot up. So basically, I came back, and coach said, he was like, do you want to know the number? And I was like, nah, not really. Like I trust you, what I'm saying? I trust you to pick the right numbers, because he picked my numbers in the past, and each time he's picked my numbers, it's always went good. So I told him, I said, yeah, I said, I said, nah, man, I ain't even gonna ask. He said, okay. He said, just know it's a PR. He said, treat it like 600 though. Cause we both knew that's what we was trying to aim for, 600. That's what we was aiming for, 600. So, you know, I walking out there and everything like that. Now, granted, I remind you guys, this competition that we had, they had it outside. Reason why, I don't know. I guess because competitors, it's like 60 people competing. The gym was kind of small, but it's actually a really good gym. Iron Mayhem, you guys check that out. Honestly, I wish I could train there because it is nice, 24/7 access, kilo plates and everything like that. I went out there, and while I'm walking out there, I'm looking at the board, you know, where you got your name and then what you're gonna attempt. I see it. That thing said 574. In my mind, I'm like, oh shit, like this man really trusts me. I've never hit no 570. The highest I've ever hit was 565. So either way, it was gonna be a PR all around. And you know, if you want to hit your PRs, gym PRs are great, but if you can hit that shit in the meet, that is love. Because when you hit it in the meet, like you're not doing it on your time, you're not doing it on your equipment that you're used to. So you gotta adapt and hit something crazy. And that's what I'm really proud of. So hit 570, 574, 572 next, which I'll show it right here. Now, after that, that one moved good. It moved really good. And then at the end of the video, as you can see, I like shook my head to my coach. I was like, yeah, Trey, like, let's send it. And we got over to the table. He's like, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? I said, let's go 6. I was like, man, I feel it. We got to hit 6 now. Even if I don't hit it, I know I still PR'd. I got 570 something. I said, but let's hit it. Man, I hit that thing. Came out there. He told me, he said, keep the same mentality as you hit with the other one. He's like, just keep it going. All right, cool. Go out there. Then, bam. Hit the 601, 600, 601, whatever one. Man, when I tell you that felt so good, because I wanted that number for a long time. And I always told people, I was like, I bet money I squat 6 before I deadlifted. And I was right, man. But either way, I did it, you know what I'm saying? And to break that 600 mark, we're just gonna keep going up from here, for real. All right, so that was squat. Now, for bench, you know how I always say, if you know me, or you heard me say it before on old videos, I always say, bench is bench. Well, in this case, bench was rocking. I'm not gonna lie to you. I know that was corny as hell, I'm sorry. But nah, bench went really, really good. Basically had like, let me see, 33, about maybe a 40 pound, 43, yeah, like a 43 pound, jump on bench. I went from, I think 319, 320, I believe I hit, to 363. Yeah, 363. Now with that one, this is how I know me and my coach is on the same page. It was crazy because like I hit opened up with 314. 314 flew. And then second one I hit, he told me again, hey, this one, you know, keep doing what you're doing, everything looks good. Either way, this one's gonna be a PR. So, all right, so you want me to tell you the number? Nah, don't tell me the number. So I went out there and I didn't even look at the screen this time. I just went ahead and I did it. And then like, it was like a little heavy, but at the same time it wasn't heavy. So I looked, man, that thing said 356. I think it's 354, 356. Either way, you know, that was a PR with me. And of course, our video is gonna be right here. Hopefully I get that in there. But last one, you know, we went over there to the table together and he was like, what are you feeling? And I ain't gonna lie, at this point, you know, I just got done squatting. I just got done holding 600 pounds in my, you know, on my back. Back cramped up on the second one. So I was just like, you know, at this point, I may have done it once. That's when I first started. But I've never been through squat and bench and hit all 6 lifts. You know what I'm saying? It's either I fail a lift or fail 2 lifts on one, or fail a lift on one and don't fail none on the other. Either way, I will always walk into deadlift missing one of them lifts out them 6. But in my mind, I was like, man, you know, it's a good chance I go 9 for 9. I've never done it before. So I said, bump it, man. I was like, you know, let's go conservative. I said, because either way, you know, it's still a good number, you know, 363. And he was like, all right, cool, let's go 363. So pretty much on the 363, as you can see right here, you know, I got it, but it was a little shaky. I'm not gonna lie, because I ain't gonna lie to you. The bench was a little high. I'm not gonna lie to you. Because a lot of like equipped benchers, you know, is having problems of, oh, it's too high, this and that. But, you know, how I look at it is, you're not at your gym. You know, you're not in your training place that you usually train at. You're used to that bench that you train off of. So of course, this bench gonna feel funny. Yeah, granted, it probably was a little high, because I mean, I'm a short guy, but my feet, I was like, I could barely get my heels on the ground. I was basically benching on my tiptoes. So I say that to say this, you know, it don't matter. You still got to get the job done, because at the end of the day, you're in the meet. And what you gonna do? Tell them, hey, replace the bench? You can't do that. But you know, long story short, we got 363 as our final bench, which I've showed it right there. Next and finally up is deadlift. Yes, deadlift. And it's crazy to say, but I don't like deadlifts. I don't. I like them when they're moving, when they're feeling good, but that's like half the time, man. And like I said before in one of my old videos, I'm stuck between conventional and sumo. I'm still gonna rock it out with sumo because I'm stronger with sumo. It's just, I need a lot of work with it, and that's gonna be one of my focal points, you know, that I'll try to hit in this off season. Because I mean, squat is there, bench is there. I just gotta get my deadlift up. But you know, usually by that time I come to deadlifts, I mean, I'm kind of like pooped. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, but I can still get it done. It's just, me and my coach, we're gonna work on it, and you know, I'm gonna, you know, really work on it, really hammer it and everything like that. Get my technique more, you know, the sumo way, you know. And but we've started out with 501. You know, keep it conservative. You know, I hit that. I showed it here. Hit that. And then we moved on to, I think my coach said, Trey said, because my other goal I was trying to reach was to hit 1500. I never hit 1500. I never hit 1400. So, you know, I wanted to hit that. So he told me, he said, listen, you got to hit this right here. So you got to hit this right here. 533, you got to hit this to get 1500. I said, oh shit, like, I'm gonna hit that. So I went out there and I happened to just look at the board. I don't know why I looked at it. I looked at it. It wasn't 533. It was 540. And I'm like, oh fuck. I was like, damn, 540? I was like, all right. And so pretty much, as I show here, I got it. I pulled it. And how it felt to how it looked, how it felt heavy as shit. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It felt heavy. And I just kept pulling. But on film, it looked good. You know, it looked really, really good. I just tried to leave my head as best as I could. I was just pulling away. But we got it, and we secured 15. It was like 1504, 1503 that I end up getting. And at this point, you know, I was like, well, no other thing to do but try to get, you know, the 550, 551. And I was like, fuck it, let's try it. So we go out there to 551. And at this point, I'm satisfied, which I know I need to have that killer mindset to get the job done. But in my mind, I got the job done. Now, squat is 6. I done total 15. I mean, what else? You know, and I PR'd on bench. You know, deads is deads. I really don't give a fuck about deads. So, you know, I went out there and I pulled it. And I probably could have put more effort into it. But at that point, I was just like, man, bump it. It is what it is. And I didn't have good grip on it anyway, because my thumb, well, my middle finger kind of tore a little bit. But I didn't really have good grip on it anyway. Even the judge said, he said, yeah, I ain't like that grip. He said, I could tell it was coming out before he even initiated the pull. I was like, yeah, man, my hands are done. Which I showed it right there. Which 551 slayed me again. It slayed me in my last comp. But, you know, that's my comp, man. I finished with 1503. I want to say 1503, 1502 total. And guys, I'm very excited. You know, that was, just say this is the recap of New Level. Sorry I didn't really go into depth on it. I just had to really tune in. But So we're going into the off season. I may do a little something, bring the film back for the off season work, man. I'm very excited for it. And, you know, next time I step on the platform, no telling when that be, sometime next year, maybe in the summer, I'm gonna really outdo what I did then. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for the next see you guys in the next one. Peace, love.